The stage lights flickered as the doors of the audition hall opened. A small figure stepped inside, barefoot, holding a tattered coat that was far too big for her. The murmurs in the crowd grew louder. No one expected a homeless girl to show up at a national singing competition. Her name was Lily, only 16, with eyes that carried the weight of 1,000 quiet battles. The judges glanced at one another. She didn't have the polished look of a performer, no makeup, no stylist, no fancy shoes. Just raw courage wrapped in vulnerability. One of the judges leaned forward. "Are you sure you're in the right place, sweetheart?" he asked kindly. Lily nodded. I just want to sing," she said, her voice trembling. The crowd fell silent. The host signaled the sound technician. The music began, the opening notes of Adele's All I Ask. Her voice started soft, almost uncertain. But as she reached the chorus, something inside her broke open. The fear melted away, replaced by emotion so powerful it filled every corner of the room. It wasn't just singing, it was the sound of every night she had slept under bridges, every cold morning she had woken up with nothing but hope. Her pain transformed into something beautiful, something bigger than herself. Tears welled up in the eyes of the judges. The audience held their breath, completely captivated. By the second verse, even the cameraman was shaking his head in disbelief. Lily wasn't just performing, she was pouring out her soul. The final note rang out and faded into silence. Then came the applause, thunderous, unstoppable, rising like a wave. One of the judges, a well-known producer famous for his harsh critiques, stood up first. He was visibly moved. "I've heard thousands of voices," he said, struggling to speak, "but none that made me feel this much." Lily's eyes glistened. She didn't expect this. She had only come for one reason, to sing the song that reminded her of her mother. 2 years earlier, Lily's world had fallen apart. Her mother, a nurse, had passed away after a long illness. With no family to turn to and no home to stay in, Lily found herself on the streets. Music became her only refuge. She would sing to earn a few coins, to keep warm, to keep believing. But behind every note was a memory of her mother's voice telling her, no matter how dark it gets, sing. Someone will hear you. And now, someone finally had. After the judges regained their composure, the host came forward. "Lily," he said softly, "you have no idea what you've just done." Then came the golden moment, literally. The lead judge reached forward and slammed the golden buzzer. The confetti burst into the air, golden lights rained down on her, and the audience roared to their feet. Lily dropped to her knees, covering her face as tears streamed down. In that moment, the world saw not a homeless girl, but a survivor. The show aired that weekend, and within hours, the clip went viral. Millions watched. People all around the world sent messages, donations, and letters of love. A music foundation offered her a scholarship. A record producer reached out. Even strangers sent her notes saying how her voice gave them hope. Lily used her newfound attention to help others like her, children living on the streets, kids who felt unseen. She said in one of her interviews, "I used to sing just to survive. Now I sing so others can believe they're worth something too." Months later, when she performed on the finale stage, she wasn't barefoot anymore, but she still carried that same raw heart. She dedicated her performance to her mother, whispering before the first note, "This one's for you." When the song ended, everyone in the hall was standing. No one could stop crying. Even the toughest judge wiped his eyes. Lily didn't just win the show. She won the hearts of millions. Her story became a reminder that talent doesn't need fancy clothes or perfect lives, it needs courage, faith, and a reason to keep going. In her final interview, when asked what kept her singing through all the pain, Lily smiled gently and said, "Because even when you have nothing, your voice is something no one can take away." And that was the message that stayed with everyone long after the lights dimmed, that even in the darkest places, a single voice can shine brighter than all the stars.